Hey folks, Gary here, doing the daily Bible reading for Wednesday morning, and we're looking at Psalm 105, and looking at verses 16, 17, and 18 this morning. Now, there's something pretty cool about these three verses. A lot's going on in these three verses. One is, there's hard times, right? You faced hard times, I faced hard times. Sometimes there's famine in the land. And why does that happen? Well, sometimes God causes that to happen. Why does God cause that to happen? To move us to a different place at times, or a different position sometimes, or to mature us at sometimes. So God causes it for our benefit, but he also provides us the answer to it ahead of time. That's one of the coolest things ever, that God may bring things into our lives. We say, oh no, but he already has the answer over here to solve that problem. And sometimes you're the answer, because we get into that with this verse as well, where you might go through hard issues and hard times in your life. Well, don't look at those things and say, what a waste. It's not a waste. It's God testing you and maturing you so that you can be the answer for somebody else. So let's just read the verses here. Verse 16. When he had summoned a famine on the land and broke all supply of bread. So God caused the famine, right? He sent a man ahead of them, Joseph, who was sold as a slave. So a famine comes in the land, but Joseph is the answer for them because God's already set that up ahead of time. So Joseph was set up ahead of time to be their answer. And then it goes on. So he sent a man ahead of them, Joseph, who was sold as a slave. His feet were hurt with fetters. His neck was put in a collar of iron until what he had said came to pass. The word of the Lord tested him. So that's verse 19. So I add another verse in there. God's in control of everything, right? He sends a famine to move Jacob and his family so they can see that God is the supplier of all their needs. He sets up Joseph, which looks like a tragedy, but it's not a tragedy. It's Joseph being prepared to be the answer for Jacob and his family. All that to say, when hard things come in your life, don't look at those things as being, oh my goodness. Look at those things as what is God doing in this? How is God preparing me for what is next? Is he preparing me to be a blessing for other people later on? Is he already set up the answer for me ahead of time? And I guarantee you, God has already set up the answer ahead of time, and he's preparing you to be a blessing for other people. So kind of a cool thing there. God is just so good.